Hello, my beautiful Scorpios. Welcome back to Queen Cup Tarot. I am just shuffling up right now, catching a vibe, getting ready to do your October 2020 tarot readings. For those that are new, welcome. It's a privilege and honor to read for you, connect with you, and of course, ascend with you. All right, so please like, share, subscribe. It is much appreciated. And to the regulars, the usual suspects, how are you guys? Thank you guys for your likes, shares, subscribes, positively engaging the channel. I have a couple of announcements before I get into your downloads and into your spread. So for those that timestamp the reading, please continue to do so. I've opened up the store again. All right. So there are a couple of new additions, but the store has been stocked with almost 120 pounds of frankincense. Okay. And regardless of how quickly it sells out, I won't restock the store again until November in preparation for Christmas. Okay. Because I know a lot of you guys are giving them as gifts and stuff like that. So the website, www.queencup.ca, is where you get your frankincense. And I have included the royal hojar directly from Oman. This frankincense costs a fortune. It's the green one, but it is incredibly potent, powerful, and the stones are all massive. All right. And so, yeah, that is available. But I, of course, have the blended Cartieri Serrata, small jars and large jars. But I also, because of special request or popular demand, 444 on the clock, I've included the Cartieri only. All right. Because I know some of you guys don't like the Serrata as much because it's very strong. It's the black frankincense. It's a personal favorite of mine. So we've got it blended, but we've also got the Cartieri, which is just the one everybody knows from church and is the one most people are very familiar with. The whole jar. These are my frankincense and myrrh butter. I'm not ready to sell them yet, but the first 10, 15 people who order will get this as a gift. And then I also have the starter kits. And then these urns, guys, these are brass, so you can actually hold them. It doesn't get too hot. You can actually hold them. You can rest it on anything. All right. And they come in 5 different colors. I got those imported from Greece. And then I have smaller burners coming. So the smudge kits are going to be changed so that we can replace them with the stones. But for now, we do have the stones, and it's just more affordable that way too. Anyway. For daily, weekly content, you guys can check out Patreon/Queen Cup. And personal readings, I'm still not accepting them yet just because I've been really busy with the frankincense, and I'm actually really excited to let you guys know on the back end everything I've been doing. It's a lot more than just trying to stock the store and filling jars and labeling them. I'm actually really building contacts and really just trying to immerse myself in this world so I can really understand. I want to create impact. I want to get over to Africa. I want to see the trees. I have a lot of intentions, dreams, and hopes, and frankincense is taking me on a journey that I'm going to be excited and to share with you as it's revealed. For now, the journey's starting with me being able to provide you really high quality frankincense. Like I said, you can get that over on the website. All right. www.queencup.ca. Now, with regards to your downloads, I was hearing very, very specifically getting into your reading, and I'm surprised I can remember it because I've been having a hard time remembering these downloads. But it's a thin line. Some of you are telling me it's a thin line between love and hate. Somebody is toting a thin line with you, meaning you're 2 steps short of telling somebody about themselves, cutting them out of your life. Where for others of you, it's like that thin line between love and hate, where you really love somebody and you're quite passionate about them, but at the same time, there's a part of you that can't stand them and is questioning if they should even be around you. Like, for some of you, I think it's a family member. For some of you, it's somebody, it's like kin. And I just see you being like, you're explaining to someone there's a fine line about how you feel about this person. For some of you, it's your mother or a sibling, and you're like, it's a love-hate relationship, and you're kind of explaining to them what that fine line looks like for you, particularly in a certain dynamic. So where for others of you, I think you're toting a really thin line. For some of you, it's in the workplace. I was getting in Pisces or Capricorn, I'm not sure. Somebody was got a warning in the workplace. They were on thin ice. So some of you guys are toting a line. I think some of you are self-sabotaging in the workplace and don't really care if you get let go. I think you're done from a work experience, but it's almost like the energy, if it's a relationship, you just kind of slack in hopes that your partner leaves you so you don't have to break up with them and be the bad guy. It's kind of like some of you are doing that in the workplace. You're just starting to slack and be like, well, they'll let go of me eventually and I'll get maybe a little severance or a package or whatever. And I've got this going on anyway, so it doesn't even matter. It feels a little bit like that. If it's the workplace, you're on thin ice, but I don't really think you really care. I think you're trying to get in the water anyway. So yeah, there's that. For others of you, I feel like you have an opportunity to do something, and I just think that you're struggling with thinking if it's possible or not. Like if you can make something happen. Yeah, this is an opportunity. Someone's like, hey, I've got a wicked opportunity. Do you want to do this? Do you want to come with? Do you want to, and you like this idea, you're passionate, you're excited about it, but you don't know if you can make it happen with the Magician energy. You want to accept something, you don't know if you can make it happen. You want to offer something, but you might not know if this will be received, or if like somebody could be wanting to offer a certain level of commitment, but they don't know if, Anyways, I think we should get into prayer, Scorpio, and then actually pull some cards and really see what's going on, okay? Yeah. Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, thank you for rising me up out of my bed this morning, and thank you for connecting me with the collective every day. Right now, please allow me to communicate clearly with the collective all the messages that are in our greatest good, surrounding our material abundance, sustenance, the relationships closest to us, our personal ascension and development, and any other messages that you deem worthy at this time. Thank you, Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, for everything you do for me and the collective on a regular. All the healing energy, the support, the love, the guidance, the protection. We are nothing without it, and we are nothing without you. So glory be to the Most High forever and ever. Amen. Some of you guys are reflecting. I feel like you were really afraid of something. I feel like you're reflecting on a leap of faith that you took, and it's actually solidifying your connection with God, because I think it took a lot for the divine to get you to take a leap of faith. And I think you're just reflecting back to the divine saying, thank you for encouraging me to go about this route. Something turned out in your favor. And I just feel like you learned that sometimes going outside of your comfort zone and taking a leap of faith, not a risk, a leap of faith on your own intuition and inner guidance really pays off. So I think you're reflecting on all the signs leading up to this. I don't know, you're reflecting on it. Or for others of you, this could be a current energy where the divine is really trying to encourage you to do something. And it could be to offer love, receive love. I think you did it, and some of you are reflecting on a leap of faith you took with somebody and how much you appreciate it because of where the relationship is now. Or for others of you, this could be current, where you are looking to take a leap of faith in love, and the divine's really trying to encourage you, and it's you having to overcome the fear, your fear of heights, high level love, really deep love, how deep the water is, your fear of not being able to swim should this fool jump off the cliff and land in water. There are fears. Some of you actually have fears surrounding heights and swimming, like water and drowning and things like that. And the best way to get over fears is exposure therapy. So put yourself in your fear in a controlled environment. If you're afraid of heights, go to the fucking amusement park. Maybe not now post-COVID, but do something to expose yourself in a safe way to heights so that you get less afraid. Or water. Go into water and swim in a pool that isn't deep enough to kill you. You know what I mean? Like start slow kind of thing. Anyway, some of you, your partner is really pushing you to overcome some of your fears. Like they are not afraid of what you're afraid of, and they're encouraging you to kind of expose yourself so that you too don't have to be afraid. Somebody might be telling you, oh, I used to be afraid of that, but I did this and I'm not anymore. So maybe getting some encouragement from the divine to face your fears, take a leap of faith. The Five of Pentacles. I'm getting fear of missing out. Some of you, the divine is trying to give you a fear of missing out. They want you to take a leap of faith with something, and they're trying to put the fear of God in you, saying, if you don't, you're going to feel left out. You're going to feel like you missed out on something. Someone feels like the only way they're poor is in love, meaning someone is trying to manifest love because they realize how abundant it makes somebody. Someone is taking a leap of faith to go after love with maybe the same passion and force that they would have gone after money. The 10 of Cups in reverse. Yeah. Somebody took a leap of faith to get out of a bad situation. Somebody took a leap of faith to leave a group because they realized they're not like these people. Or this is to leave a bad situation. This could have also been somebody who ran away from home. Somebody who like fled. I'm getting this person left in the nighttime. They packed a small bag and they're quietly trying to creep out. I'm getting it could be an actual like child with the Page of Cups. This could be a younger person. I'll be honest, I also am getting like if there's a younger teenage person who's just left home, that they are going to come in contact with somebody who is going to take advantage of that. This is somebody who's been on the road for a really, really long time, and they're catching this person who's just been on the road and is trying to like take them under their wing. It feels a bit of like predatory energy. Yeah, with the Seven of Swords, absolutely predatory energy. Some of you guys, that gave you chills because you're mothers and that happened to you. You might have left home early and bucked up with a fucking predator. And now you're an adult and your child has left home maybe at a similar age, and you have fears about them karmically manifesting or coming into union with a similar low vibrational entity that's taking advantage of their innocence. I'm seeing some kind of karmic cycle about people leaving home early, and then what it exposes them to and who. And it's almost like this is karmic. There is a demon that preys off of people, these vulnerable people. There's something karmic, meaning this demon has followed this bloodline. Every time a mother and their child comes out of union and the child goes off of their own, this demon is there to intervene. This is karmic, meaning this mother is realizing that. This Empress is going, oh my God, this is the same energy that I got trapped in or lured by when I was young, impressionable, and first left home. I don't know. I want to move on from that. Yeah, the Tower, when I first left home. There's something karmic about leaving home young and under what energies leaving home. And then that pain that people leave home in then gets manifested by other people who want to feed off of that pain, create codependent cycles, because these young people go out into the world begging to be taken care of, somebody to care, that they're out on their own, help. Yeah, there's something... the Sun. Somebody's Sun. The Knight of Swords. And the, I see somebody leaving home because of somebody's partner. I see a stepmother that doesn't treat their stepson very well. And I see this boy leaving home, very angry, very hurt. His sword of truth, meaning I know that this woman doesn't have my best intentions, doesn't like me, is trying to put my dad against me. This is what I'm hearing this young boy tell me about this woman here. He's telling me this is his stepmom. He doesn't even like calling her that, he said. There is a child who is going to expose a step parent, whether male or female, for their abusive ways, their abusive, toxic ways. The problem is this person is going to be believed by some and then kind of disregarded by others. And that's why I feel like this child ends up leaving this family dynamic. Remember, one of the first cards that were out was the 10 of Cups in reverse. Now we've got the High Priestess, somebody's grandmother. Like I see an elder getting involved. Whoa, I see an elder getting involved behind somebody's back. I feel like somebody, okay, I don't know where this is coming from, but I'm getting a grandmother is, this child went to their grandparent and told them about their living situation with their step parent. This grandparent tells this child to come home to their house. So right away, it almost validates. This high priestess knows that this woman isn't right. That this person, this step parent, should I say, whether male or female, this step parent isn't right. So this grandmother or grandparent is saying, come son, come stay at your grandmother's house, whether male or female. You guys know how this goes. And that right there is almost calling out this energy. I think this high priestess is going to call out this energy. I really do. The Empress and the High Priestess are looking at the Queen of Coins. Kind of funny. Yeah, the Ace of Wands. And Judgment. And the Two of Wands. Somebody, I'll be honest, somebody wants another chance at a path. Because with the Judgment, it's somebody wants this path to resurrect. It's the Ace of Wands and then the Two of Wands with Judgment right in the middle. So that is very clear. Somebody wants to resurrect a chance with somebody to go down a path with them. So somebody's trying to reconcile somebody is trying to manifest a reconciliation. The Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Cups. Somebody's definitely trying to manifest a reconciliation, or this could be somebody who is ready to communicate how they feel about you, how they want to move forward to you. This could be somebody who is, for some of you, your partner wasn't comfortable about telling their family and friends about the relationship yet, and you respected that. It looks like your partner's ready to tell their family, their friends that they are in a new relationship and it's solid and that's it. Like, I think somebody's ready to reveal the relationship that they're in. And it seems like somebody who had very valid reasons as to why they wanted to keep it a secret. The World. Yeah. Successful completion. Yeah. Somebody's saying, somebody is telling people I'm no longer single. The successful completion of somebody's singlehood is here. And it's echoed by the Two of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. Somebody's single days are officially over, but it's not just single days. It's what that singlehood represented. It was a portion of your ascension journey that is now coming to an end that I feel is being celebrated in the ethers during Libra season. Okay. So it just looks like you guys aren't really looking at it like my singlehood's coming to an end. You're looking at it like a phase of my life where I was doing A, B, and C is over, which means I am now equipped for the next phase of my life, which is partnership. But it's not just partnership. It's you are resurrecting your idea of love, sex, and relationship. So that's what I see you coming out of singlehood for, which is why it looks like a successful completion, because you probably won't come out of relation again. I'm tapping into somebody who is ending a very long cycle of singlehood to go into a long-term commitment. Like they might never date anybody ever again after they come into union with this person here with the Wheel of Fortune. Then we've got the Nine of Cups, the Three of Cups. Somebody's desire and wish fulfillment would be to reconcile or to be friends with you or to be friends again or to get to know you is what I'm hearing. The Four of Swords, Justice, and the King of Swords. That's interesting. And then the Queen of Cups. Somebody might be looking at you and they're seeing what's happening to you, whether good things are happening to you, collective, or you feel like lower vibrational things are happening to you, like more of a struggle energy. Someone is looking at you and feels that you deserve the karma that you're getting. This King of Swords is looking at somebody being like they deserve that. For good or for bad is what I heard. You could be looking at somebody collective and being like they really deserve that. They put in a lot of work. They were honest. They were authentic. They deserve what they've got. Or they could be getting called out, shamed, losing shit. And you could be like, well, that's what they deserve because I know them to be a thief, a liar, and a fucking cheater. Like it's somebody is reflecting on the justice that they can see. Meaning they see justice and they're reflecting on where what this justice is a reflection of. And it's some low vibrational shit that occurred in the past. Yeah, the Strength. Somebody sees you as being very strong, Scorpio. It's almost like somebody saw what you went through and your come up and what you had to overcome, and they're seeing you as very, very strong. The 8 of Pentacles, they're also, somebody is very, somebody sees the honesty and the integrity in what you're trying to do or say, collective. If this is in the workplace, you don't have to oversell yourselves. People can see, like your boss or your team members or your staff, they can see that you have a high moral compass, that there's integrity here. The Queen of Cups with the 8 of Pentacles, that's working with a lot of integrity. And somebody's watching that and sees that. Somebody might want to work with you, collective. Yep, the Page of Pentacles with the Pope. Somebody is wanting to work with you. Somebody thinks they could take you to the next level, take your business to the next level, whether you actually want to go to the next level or not. Somebody could be going to like a spiritual council before proposing to somebody. Somebody wants to marry their partner. The problem is there's such a cultural, religious difference. They don't know how to go about like a wedding ceremony. They don't know how it would work. Like, how do we marry these two cultures, these two religions? And I see somebody going to, coming to the Pope or the High Priest asking for advice. They're like, how do we bring our families together? We're so different. And I don't feel like it's these families not supporting the relationship. It's just so different. There could be severe language barriers. Like your family and their family can get together and your family doesn't understand their language and their family at all doesn't understand your language, only for you to have the most lit reception anybody's ever seen. You're seeing people talking sign. Like it's like a fucking, but somebody doesn't know how to go about the actual like marriage ceremony or something. I don't know. Then we've got the Four of Cups. What's that about? Oh. Somebody wasn't strong enough to avoid temptation. Somebody feels that way about themselves. Somebody's saying, I knew I shouldn't have fucking done that. I knew I shouldn't have spent that. I knew I shouldn't have fucked them. Something like that. Somebody's like, I knew it. Because that's what the King of Pentacles is reflecting on. I should have been strong enough to not do whatever he did when he was in the Knight of Wands energy. Ten of Wands, somebody feels burden or is releasing a burden. Somebody is coming out of an energy of thinking they can't do something or that they're not strong enough for something. Somebody also has stopped making excuses for why they can't do something. Those were illusions that people were buying in order to justify their inactions or their lack of forward movement. So I see somebody that's coming out of those energies. They're dropping a burden, but the burden isn't other people. It was their limitations about what they couldn't do, which was just an excuse for them not to do anything, if that makes any sense. The Death, transformation, and the Love. Somebody is making a decision to end a relationship once and for all, I just heard. And because it feels like a relationship where there was a lot of breaking up to make up with the Wheel of Fortune, a lot of breaking up to make up in this relationship, only for there to be a final judgment call. The divine gets involved and says this contract is done. Someone's taking a moment. Somebody might be planning some vacation because they know that, like I see somebody planning some downtime because they can anticipate a heavy workload, a lot of work, a lot of travel, a lot of change. Some of you are like, I'm going to rest because in anticipation of whatever. Some of you guys are training for something. It could be school. It could be athletics. I see you guys training for something. Some of you guys are actually creating a training program. Some of you guys have been asked to create some kind of program or be part of a retreat, a camp. I don't know. It's like, it feels like a lot. Okay. All right, Scorpio, let's pull a couple from the Mr. Darcy. Actually, no, I don't want to pull from the Mr. Darcy. I want to pull from the Romance Angels. Thank you, Father God, for the Spirit, Ancestors, and Guardian Angels for the spiritual spread. Yeah, separation. Somebody is making a decision to leave somebody for good, meaning no more of this makeup to breakup shit. They're done. Why? Because they're ready to transform their life, and that's what they've made a decision to do. And that decision wasn't between them and this person. It was between them and the divine. I am ending this relationship. The divine says, why? Because I'm ready to change. Then the divine can determine if you really are ready to wrap up that karmic cycle. Because if not, the divine will just bring more karmic lessons to you so that you can end this, because the divine knows that you want to transform. But are you ready to transform, collective? Well, I don't know. You deserve love and stay optimistic. Some of you guys were stuck in a relationship because you weren't really optimistic about your love life. You weren't. Like when you thought about where you were at, you didn't imagine better. You were just like, well, I guess I have to deal with this in order to have whatever the fuck it is you thought you had. I'm just seeing somebody refusing not to leave a relationship because they lack optimism. Well, I ain't going to get any better, or this is as good as it gets, or no one's going to want me if I'm like this or with this or whatever. So your lack of optimism, collective, kept you in a toxic relationship, and your lack of understanding about you deserving love, you protecting that, honoring that, and allowing your masculine and feminine energy to protect what it is you deserve. So there was this you not believing you deserved love and that you were lovable, and then not being optimistic about your love life, period. So I feel like that kept you in a dead-end relationship that for some of you, a tower moment is coming in to dissolve. It's going to be completely out of your control. For some of you, you wouldn't have left your person. You wouldn't have left this toxic relationship if whatever is about to occur in Libra season didn't occur. You would have stayed there numb. And yeah, some of you guys are going to experience a massive tower moment surrounding a dead-end relationship that you didn't know how to get out of. The divine is going to show you a way by blowing the whole building up, and you're going to look and there's going to be a big path. It's like, you wanted us to make a way for you. Well, we made a way by taking the entire obstacle off of the table. Now there is no building. Now you aren't trapped. Now you can't not find your way. It's just, you're now back at the 0 point. The Fool and the Tower are very much connected, because usually the Fool is walking away. Sorry, the Hermit and the Tower, because usually the Hermit is walking away from a tower, which is what prompted the Dark Knight. Anyway, forgiving and learning. You love yourself first, unrequited love and getting to know each other, and then reconciliation. Some of you guys are going to reconcile with somebody in order to have this moment of forgiving and learning. The problem is somebody wants to get to know the other person again, and somebody else feels like the relationship is unrequited. So I don't feel like this gets revealed until after the forgiving and learning happens, because it looks like both people genuinely just want to clear air or something like that. But then what happens is after all of that, it's like, well, do you want to go for a drink, or, you know, and then that person's like, no, actually, I think it's best that we just go our separate ways. Like it feels a little bit like that. So it's a reconciliation that doesn't turn into a romantic relationship. Why? Because one person doesn't feel there's enough chemistry to keep the relationship going. They're done with it, essentially. For some of you, they're actually in another relationship and connection, so they're not available to get to know the person anymore. Somebody was available and they're not anymore with regards to a reconciliation situation. New love, not anymore. Somebody wants to reconcile with somebody, but they aren't. For some of you, somebody knew that you were in a relationship. They just questioned how serious it was. So they were like, whatever, collective is in a new relationship, a new connection, so big deal. Well, engagement and then wedding. Yeah, it's a bit of a big deal. So somebody, yeah, you've known each other before. Somebody wants to reconcile with you, but the fact of the matter is you have already invested and got to know somebody else. You're ascending. It goes from new love to engagement to wedding. This is literally the timeline of some of you guys. You are literally embarking into new love with somebody that you are going to ascend with and eventually marry. And I don't think it's the person that is reconciling with you. I think the person who is reconciling is the person trying to reconcile differences by forgiving and learning. That's where I feel reconciliation energy. This feels like something completely different. So some of you could be ascending a relationship while an ex comes back wanting to forgive and learn the past. And you totally do that only for them to be like, well, let's get to know each other. Let's go out. And you'd be like, no, actually, I think we're going to go our separate ways. I'm actually in a connection right now. Actually, my partner's outside waiting for me. Like, it's like that. So there's that. Worth waiting for, and it's safe for you to love. I feel like some of you guys are going to embark in a connection that's going to make you feel like your singlehood was worth it. Meaning all that time that you took to be on your own, to not engage low vibrational relationships, even if they offered you something you were seeking or craving in the moment. You waited, you kept yourself sacred, you waited, and new love's going to come in, and it will definitely be worth it. Why? Because it's safe and it ascends. It's playful. You get to know each other. It's beautiful. For some of you guys, there was a connection from years past. Like some of you guys are going to connect, like you are going to reconcile with a romantic connection, but this is somebody you didn't get to know because timing didn't allow it. You weren't in alignment to get to know this person at that time. It was almost like the divine was just teasing you guys. You crossed paths with somebody and said, oh, that felt weird, or that was intense, or whatever, and you kept going about your business. You didn't get to know this person. And I feel like what's the divine is saying is worth waiting for is the opportunity to get to know each other, because now you're both available to. So some of you guys are going to reconcile with somebody and go into partnership with somebody you already know. But I don't want to say you already know this person. You already know of them. You know of them somehow. In a social, you've seen them around. Maybe you tried to date them and it didn't work out because timing wasn't, you know what I mean? It's kind of like that. For those of you, that's the only reconciliation I see with regards to romance. This person didn't fuck you over, dog you out. No. This is just somebody you weren't able to really see what's wagwan with. Well, you're about to see wagwan, and it looks like you guys end up getting married, and it's just hilarious how that works. So you're gonna, when you tell people how you met, it's like you met, and then like 5 years later, 10 years later, 20 years later, for some of you, you guys connect again, but it doesn't feel like, oh, I'm reconciling with the past and doing some old. No, it's like, oh, you again. Well, are we available to do this now? Oh, yeah? Oh, shit. Well, that feels good. Well, damn, this is ascending quickly. And now we're married and it's Christmas of 2021. Okay. Some of you will absolutely be married by Christmas of 2021. For some of you, somebody is very deceptive with regards to the way they flirt. Like some of you guys know that somebody is a player. Somebody is trying, what they do to you, you find out that they went and did to other people. Somebody you were dating. You feel like you got played by them because you're hearing some chick maybe or some guy be like, she does that to me too, bro, or she did that, or some chick being like, he literally said the same. Like it's that I'm seeing here. Somebody is realizing that the person they were entertaining is super deceptive because they just go out and play the same game over and over. It's almost like even the spiel's the same, even the pickup line's the same. Yeah, somebody's going to free themselves because they realize somebody is deceptive. They're going to let them go. And they're keeping an open mind about a better connection. Past life relationships, financial career, express your love. This could be the one. Anyway, we're going to pull from the Oracle deck and then wrap up your spread, my beautiful Scorpios. Please like, share, subscribe if you feel drawn to. Definitely comment with each other. I love the vibe that you guys create. You guys create your own world and your own ecosystem within the comments, which I always think is cool. And frankincense, www.queencup.ca. And Patreon, daily, weekly content. You guys can go to Patreon.com/Queen Cup. All right. But check out a couple of videos first and really see if you vibe with me, because the Patreon is a really different vibe, because I'm just trying to figure out the energies with the rest of you. All right. By the end of the month, I feel a little bit more clear about them, which is why they come out a little bit more like word vomit on the monthlies. But during the month, trying to figure this shit out, I'm like, I don't know. I'm crying. I'm like, I don't know what's happening. Like, it's a lot there, right? But either way, whether you go to the Patreon or you're here, you get the message every month. You get it. You just get it a different way on the Patreon, where we're working out the energies together. All right. All right. So let's wrap with the Oracle of Light. Thank you, Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, and guardian angels. I need to do a bonus spread for Cancer, because I don't know what happened, but at the end of the reading, I felt like some personal low vibrational karmic energy, like people I know, and I addressed them. Like we were the only ones in the room. And then I realized, I'm like, oh, fuck, did I just blow this whole video? So I'm going to leave that as the bonus, and I'm going to redo, and I don't even think I prayed in the reading either. So I'm going to redo Cancer's reading. Cancer will get two, probably one more lower vibrational one and one higher, but this Aries full moon energy has had me hot, has had me, my tolerance feeling a little bit low, but has also had me feeling really driven. Like my Aries, because I'm an Aries moon, this full moon has gotten me like feeling like my leadership, feeling like the sky's the limit, feeling fearless, like I can do anything, making a lot of things happen, seeing a lot of, yeah, and the divine's telling me I need to play more, I know, and so do you. Have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. Who got that? Somebody was being really serious. Shit, somebody specifically got that at the beginning of the reading. Literally open to the page. Okay. Have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. Stop taking life so seriously. Your spirit needs to have some fun. The more you play, the more inspiration will follow. Take some time out to do something without being attached to the outcome. You are being called to rest and play and learn to have more fun. Do something that makes you laugh, the best medicine around. Call up a friend that you can be silly with. Take your inner child out on a date. I totally lost where I was at. The more you switch off your mind, the more room your spirit has to whisper and guide. When we do things without being attached to the outcome, ideas, clarity, guidance, and solutions have the space to drop in. The left and right hemisphere of the brain can begin talking to each other, making play a compulsory part of your day. Schedule it. Make play a compulsory part of your day. Spend more time doing things just because you love to do them, just because they bring you joy and light you up. If you follow what lights you up, you will light up the world without even trying. For when you are lit up, you are in your spirit. And when you are in your spirit, we fall into flow with life. Why do we play? How do we play? What do we have to have fun? What do you do to have fun? What lights up? What lights you up? If you have been working hard lately, it's time to celebrate how far you have come, all that you've achieved. Don't rush on the next thing. Take a moment to throw a party, go on vacation, or have some fun. Have more fun, play more, celebrate your achievements. I thought of two readings that I did this month, Libra and Pisces, which touched on everything that was in this oracle. So if you guys are looking to watch another video after this one, I would probably go to Pisces or Libra, but you'll let your intuition. You're like, yeah, but I'm going to Leo. And I like that, because you trust your own higher self and your own intuition. And I'm just here as a sisterly guide to help validate what you guys already know. All right, guys. So that's your spread, my beautiful Scorpios. Okay. And until the next time I see you, keep letting your inner angels live. Mwah. Ciao.